Good morning, everyone. BremSter back again, I suppose. This time I'm trying to fix something that I've done which is quite bad, and I am trying to do that by doing a puzzle from one of my favorite setters. This is Fishy Dominos by Sotek, and I haven't done a Sotek puzzle in a while, and that feels a bit wrong. So today I'm going to try and fix that. Um, Fishy Dominos is a bit of a weird title, so I wonder what I'm going to be looking for in this grid. It's a standard killer puzzle, although it's from Sotek, so what standard is going to mean, we will find out together. So what is there to mention? March of the Quads is still running, even though it's April. All of the details below. Really not much more to mention. I haven't said it in probably about a month. If you like my channel and you're not a subscriber, please do. Please like the video. I never say that. And I do run a Patreon page. I almost all of the stuff I release on my Patreon page, which is normally just the packs that I release every month and everything, is free. So I don't insist that anyone pays me Patreon support. But if you wish to, it's there. But check out my Patreon page. There is a lot of free stuff there that you may enjoy. Packs from previous months and packs that have been released. I often link to that people ask me to promote on my channel. So there's a fair bit of stuff there. Not a lot, but there's some stuff there that you might find interesting. So go have a look. Details below. And as I said, most of it's free. Actually, all of it so far has been free. There's been some Patreon only stuff that was then released free later. So it's always just sneak preview stuff. So have a look. Fishy Dominos by Sotek. Only 2 rules in effect. Normal Sudoku rules. Once again, in every box, in every row, and in every column, the digits 1 to 9 must be placed without repetition. And then we've got these killer cages. Digits in cages will sum to the small number in the top left corner of the cage. That's it. Digits cannot repeat within cages, but we got that by the first rule, because these are all dominoes, which means they will all either exist in either a column or a row. That's all we've got to go on. Am I going to need my calculator for this? We'll find out. How bad is BremSter at math? Quite. Let's give this a shot. So, where do I want to look? Row 9 is looking suspicious to me. How do you make 8 in 3? There's 1, 7, 2, 6, 3, 5. That's it. Hang on. Yeah, 1, 7, 2, 6, 3, 5, because you can't use 4, 4. So these, I'm actually going to do that because I'm not bashful about pencil marking. 1, 7, 2, 6, 3, 5. So these are 4, 8, and 9. So we've got a 4, 8, 9 triple. And what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to keep the 4, 8, 9 triple and then get rid of those. That seems a better way of pencil marking. There's only 2 ways to make a 6, which is 1, 5 and 2, 4. There's 1, 6, 2, 5 and 3, 4 on a 7. Hang on. One 6 is okay. I can't use 2, 5. So this is only 1, 6 or 3, 4. Because if I was to use 2, 5 here, this could not be either 1, 5 or 2, 4. So this can't be 2, 5. That's interesting. I've got the same down here. So this is 1, 2, 4, or 5, and that means that I can't put 2, 5 in here. So this is 1, 3, 4, 6. Now this is either, hang on, this is giving me more restriction, because if I put 1, 5 in here, this is 3, 4. And if I put 2, 4 in here, this is 1, 6. So I've got a virtual 1, 4 pair. So I can't use a 1 in here now. So this can't be 1, 7. and must be, hang on, can it be 2, 6? If this is 2, 6, this is 1, 5, and this is 3, 4. Yes, it can be 2, 6. And 3, 5 would make this 2, 4. And this would be 1, 6. So they're the possibilities here. Which means this is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 sextuple. So these are 7, 8, and 9. I've got the same up here. So up here, I've got a virtual 1, 4 pair as well. So I cannot use 1 or 4 in here. So I can't use 1, 8. I can use 2, 7. I can't use 3, 6 because then I couldn't fill this. And I can't use 4, 5. This is 2, 7. Is that right? If I put 1, 8 in here, this would become 2, 4, and this isn't fillable. 2, 7 allows this to be 1, 5, and this to be 3, 4. If I put 3, 6 in here, this becomes 1, 4 and is broken. And if I put 4, 5 in here, this becomes 1, 6. And then this can't be filled. This is 2, 7. So I take 2, 4 out of there. This is 1, 5. I take 1, 6 out of there. And now I know what these are. 1, 2, 6. No, not 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, and 9. So now this can't be 1, 7 or 2, 6. So that's 3, 5. Can't be, yeah, this is 3, 5, which takes 5 out of there, which takes 1 out of there. This can be 9, 1. It can't be 8, 2, 7, 3. It could be 4, 6. So this is 9, 1 or 4, 6. So maybe this 8 cage, because it can't be 3, 5 because I can't put 3, 5 here. So one of these is the 3, 5. So this isn't 3, 5. So it's either 1, 7 or 2, 6. No, that doesn't seem like the way to go. That is 4, 6. That has to be 4, 6. Okay, so why can't this be 1, 9? And of course, it's a fish. This is a jellyfish. Is jellyfish or a swordfish? This is a swordfish. This is a swordfish. I always get these terms wrong. X-wing is 2, swordfish is 3, jellyfish is 4. This is a swordfish in 9s. It's also a swordfish in 8s. But it means that I cannot put a 9 in here. And why can't I put a 9 in here? This is always a pain to explain. So, but that's what I'm here for. So let me give this a shot. So, in these rows, we've determined that 9s can only go, 8s as well, but 9s can only go in these green cells because these cages are all 9 or smaller. So because of that, I cannot put a 9 into any of these cages. So they're forced into the green cells. So 3 rows, and in those rows, the 9s are also forced only into the position of these 3 columns. And because each column and each row can only contain 1 9, that means that I cannot put a 9 in any of the others. The way to demonstrate this is what happens if I do make this a 9. Well, that takes the 9 out of all of those, and now I need to put the 9s in these rows only in those 2 cells. But I've got to put 3 9s into these positions. And if I was to say put a 9 here, now I need to put 9s into those, and I've got 2 9s in the column. It just doesn't work. I run out of space to put the 9s. So I cannot put a 9 into either of these 2 cells, which means I can't put a 1 in. This becomes a 4 6. There is no 6 here, and this is a 1 8 9, which means there is a 1 in one of those 2, which takes the 1 out of there and takes the 7 out of there. What's that done for me, though? Am I ever going to get a digit in this puzzle? Maybe. 13. So hang on. So from the same logic it applies in these columns on 9s as it does to 8s. Because again, 8 can only go in those positions from all the eliminations we did. So I can't put 8 or 9 into any of those. But this is a 13 cage, which is only 9 4, 8 5, or 7 6. But I can't put 8 or 9 in here. This is a 7 6. So this now has to be 9 4 or 8 5. There's no other possibility. And I can't put the 8 or 9 here because of the swordfish. I'm going to get the fishes wrong all the time. Should I blame the excuse that my wife is allergic to seafood so I don't get exposed to fish much? So this is 8 or 9. This is 4 or 5. 6, 7... Is that going to... I can see now that 6 has to be in one of these because I can't put a 6 here. So 6 can't go in any of these cells. But all that tells me is I can't put a 6 in a 12 cage, which I couldn't do anyway. So hip hip hooray. I have got my digit. There's a 4 6 pair looking at a 4 or a 5. That's a 5. That's an 8. That's not an 8. I now can't put an 8 into an 8 cage. I have made another astounding discovery. This cell is now restricted, but not very restricted. It can be 1, 2, 4, or 9. It sees 3, could never have been 5, 6, 7, and 8. So that means this is 1, 9, 8, or 6. That's not what I'm looking for, is it? Huh. I'm just not sure which cages I'm supposed to be looking at. Oh, this is not a 4. This has not been a 4 for donkey's years. So 4 is in one of those two. But this is now a 7, 8, 9 triple. Actually, this is a 7 because this is an 8, 9 pair. This is a 7. These are not 7s. Now, that being a 7 means that is a triple, which is 1, 2, 3. Four is over there, 6 is over there, but I had that. That's 7. What does that do? 7 is in one of these 3, but I'm not sure. Now, I had eliminated 6 from this cage, but I should have remembered that I'd also eliminated 8 and 9 from this cage. So I can't use 9, 3. I can't use 8, 4. I can use 7, 5. This has to be 7, 5. Because I can't use 8 or 9 because of the swordfish. So this is 7, 5. Does that help me at all? Because it means that I now can't put 7 in any of these cells. But okay, Sotek, that's if that's the intended solve path, that is really, really nice. 7 can't go in any of those highlighted cells because I've now got to put 7 in here and 7 in here. So whichever one of these gets a 7 puts a 7 in the other one. Which means I can't put a 7 in either of those two cells. 7, no, just flat out, no 7s in there. Can't put 7s in there because this is a 2, 7. So 7 must go into one of these two cages. Any 7 put into an 11 cage must go with a 4. That's a 6. That is very, very strange usage of cages, which means I must put a 4 down here now. But it doesn't have to go in here with the 7. Yes, it must, because the 7 must go into an 11 cage with a 4, and I can't put it there. This is the 7-4. I should have seen that when I was looking at the 7 thing, because it must go with a 4, and it can't go in this one because the 4 is up here. This is a 4-7. So what's left for this 11 cage? I can use 9-2. I can use 8-3. I can't use 4-7. I can't use 6-5. So this is either 9-2 or 8-3. And it's not 8-3 because there's a 3 in the cage. This is 9-2. There's no 9 here. There's no 9 here. My brain is melting. Maybe now I remember why it's been a while since I've done a Sotek puzzle. 1, 3, 5 and 8 go into there, but I can't put an 8 in here. So where does 8 go in this row? It must go there. This is the 8. This is the 9. This is the 1. There is no 9 here. This is now a 6-8 pair. This is the 8. There is no 8 in here. This is now a 4-9 pair. So these are 1, 3, and 5. Yes, these are 1, 3, and 5. And they must contain a 1, which I can't put there. So that's a 3-5 pair. That is a 1. So these, not quite. 5, 6, 7, and 8. So they must contain a 5 and an 8. So there must, no, 5 and a 7. And the 7 must go in one of those two. But that makes that the 3. Because the 5 must go in here. What? I'm starting to panic. I've done this wrong. 5 must go in here. So this is the 3. This is the 5. This is the 3. I'm really feeling like I've made a mistake. But until the grid confirms that I've made a mistake, I am going to keep pushing on. So there is weird stuff going on in this puzzle that I am not good at. What am I supposed to be looking at now? This 9 cage is now the big anomaly, isn't it? There's got to be more trickiness going on. Like these columns are screaming at me for having all sorts of stuff that Sotek has hidden in the grid. Like, are these 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, there's. But I do need to put into this column 2. Just a 2. Hang on. No, I've got to put a 1 and a 2 into those cells. And I can't put a 1 there. Not sure. And in here, I've got to put a 2 and a 3. And I can't put a 3 there. But I can put them down here. There's an 8 in one of those two. Because 8s, and again, cannot put an 8 in this column. Oh, I'm missing something clever, aren't I? This cell right here, what can it be? It can be 1, it can be 2, it can be 3, it can be 4, it can't be 5, 6, 7, or 8. So it's only 1, 2, 3, or 4. So this is 8, 7, 6, or 5. That did not help me, I don't think. So the only cages I haven't marked are these. So we know one of them. So we've got the 1, 7 and the 2, 6, and the other one is 3, 5. So 1, 7, 2, 6, 3, 5. So what can this be? This can be 1, 7. It can be 2, 6, and it can be 3, 5, I think. This one also can we. I don't see how there's a restriction on any of them. Hang on. Does that interact with this in a weird way? Actually, it might. Because if this is 2... Oh, no. Yeah, if this is 2, 6, this is 3, 5. Because I can't use the same digits again. Because if this is 2, 6, that uses the other 2, and this becomes 3, 5. This is 2... This is 2, 6. This is 1, 7. This becomes 3, 5. But I don't... So if this is 2, 7... This becomes... This uses the other 2. This uses the other 7. This becomes 6. This becomes 7. That's okay. What am I missing? Sorry, 2, 6 is what I'm talking about. If this is 2, 6, this is 2, 6. This is 3, 5. 2, 6. This is 3, 5. This is 7. Hang on. If this is 2, 6, 3, 5. Wait a minute. If this is 2, 6, this is 3, 5, and both of those are 7. If this is 2, 6, this uses the other 2. And this becomes 3, 5. 2, 6 makes that 7. 3, 5 makes that 7, and we've got a conflict. So this can't be 2, 6. Does that mean this can't also be 3, 5? If this is 3... No, it doesn't. But it can't be 2, 6. So it's 1, 7 or 3, 5. Now, if this is 3, 5, this becomes 2, 6. Because if this is 3, 5, this uses the other 3. I can't put 3, 5 in here, and this becomes 2, 6. This is 2, 6. This is 1, 5. I'm not following. This becomes 1. These become 2, 3. This becomes 1. So this becomes 2, 6. 3, 5, 2, 6, 1, 7, 7, 5. Or can I do the same trick over here using the 7s here? But I don't... So... if this is 1, 7, this is 2, 6, this is 3, 5, this is 2, 6. If this is 2, 6, this is 1, 5. I'm not seeing... there's an interaction there, I'm sure. Sotek makes tricky stuff. So I've definitely can't put 9s in these cells. I can't put 8s in those cells. I can't put 7s in those cells. I can't put 6s in those cells. I can put 5s in those cells. I can put 4s in those cells. I can put 3s in some of those cells. I can put 2s in some of those cells. So these are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I can't put 3 in there. I can't put 1 in those. I can't put 1 or 5 in there. I can't put 3 or 4 in there. And that 4 makes that a 2, which makes that a 5, which makes that a 7, which makes that a 5, which makes that a 6, which makes that a 7. 5 comes out of those. 2 comes out of those. This is a 1, 4. 5 comes out of those. There's something else I can remove from there, I feel. What am I missing in this column? This is an 8. This is a 6. The 8 makes this a 9, which makes this an 8. 4 and 9. I think that's right. So it was the possibilities in the rest of the cells in these columns. These columns were very powerful. I just needed to whittle it down. So 1, 4, and 2, 3. So what are these now doing? So it's resolved those pairs. So this is now a pair as well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This is an 8, 9 pair. This is a 6, 7 pair. Has that put any pressure on this? So sixes, 2s, and 3s, no. 5s can't go there. Whoops. 5 can't go there, which takes 4 out of there. 8 can't go there, which takes 1 out of there. 7, no. 4, and 6, 7 and 9, and that's down to pairs. Okay, so this is 6, 7 or 2, 3. Seven is in one of those two cells. Okay, so if this is 6, 1, 7, 7, 4. So, like, I've got a virtual 2, 3 pair in this box. I must use a 2 or a 3 in here, and I've got a 2, 3 here. So I can't use 2 3s in here. So it's 1, 4, 5, 6, 8. And 1, 4, and 8. So 8 goes in one of those two, but I had that from the given 8s already. 1 of 1 and 4 must be up here because I can't put both down here because that'll break that. I don't think that's it though. This 6 cage looks a bit weird with that 1, 2, 3 there because it's either 2, 4 or 1, 5. If it's 2, 4, they're 1, 3. If it's 1, 5, they're 2, 3. I must use a 3 in here? Yes, I must use a 3 in one of those. So this is not a 3. Which has given me a virtual 1, 2 pair in this cage. Because this is either 1, 7 or 2, 6. So this can't be 1 or 2. So this can't be 8 or 9. Oh, I'm so close to finding something. This can't be a 1. If this is a 1, I put a 2 in here and both of these become a 3. This has to be a 6. This has to be a 4. This is a 7. This is a 3. This is a 4. This is a 7. There is no 4 there, so there's no 3 there. There's no 4 there, so there's no 2 there. That's not quite enough. There's no 6 there, so there's no 2 there. Again, not quite enough. But I do have a 1, 2 pair, making that a 7 and that a 2. This is now a pair. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. These are an 8, 9 pair. That 8 resolves them. That's the 9. That's the 8. That places the 8 in box 5. This is hard fought. It's fun. 1, 2, 3, 6, 7. So that, and I've broken it. So was that 1, 2 deduction wrong? So if I put 3 here, this becomes 1, 2, and this 6 cage is broken because I have to put 4, 5 in it. That doesn't work. So I cannot put 3 here. That's got to be correct. Now, once I've done that, this has to contain, if I put 1 here, I have to put 2 in here. If I put 2 here, I have to put 1 in here. So I cannot put 1 or 2 in here. Once I don't put 1 or 2 in here, I can't put 8 or 9 in here. But if I put 1 here, this becomes 2, 3, and this becomes 4, 5, which is broken. So this has to be the 6, this has to be the 4, at which point this entire puzzle... So I must have made a mistake earlier. Because this is no longer a 2, this is not a 4, and now I'm going down exactly the same path. 7, 2, this is an 8, 9 pair, so that's 9, that's 8, this is 3, 6, 7, which makes this the 3, which makes this the 2, which makes this the 7, which is a different result to I got last time. Did I just make a mistake last time when I was doing it over this way? Like this puts the 8 here. Did I just fat finger something last time and type the wrong digit? This is, I'm going to see what I may have made a mistake. I may have typed a wrong digit last time. I'm going to see if this continues to flow and see how it goes, because this seems to be better and I'm not as broken. So where was I last time? So this is 3, 6, 7. This is a pair, which is 1 and 9. So this is a 1 and this is a 9. This is a 4. So this is a 1. This is too good a puzzle for me to not actually try and resolve. This is not a 4. So what have I got here? I've got 2 or 5. 5, I can't put 5, 1 is fine, but I can't put a 2 in here because I can't put a 4 with it. So this is 5 and 1, making this 2 and 6, which makes this 7 and 1. Which takes 1 out of those. So 1, 2, 3, 4 and 9. There's no 3 in here, so there's no 5 in here, which matches what I had here. This makes this the 3 and this the 2. These are 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. This 3, of course, was made that a 2 and that a 3, which I should have done earlier. Now I have to put a 2 right there. 3, 4, 5, 6, and 9 go in here. So this is a 6 and this is a 9, which makes this a 4, this a 5. There's no 5 in here. This becomes a 9. Now, this has got to be close to being resolved. These are literally... Yeah, I've got to put a 1 in this cage, so I can take 3 and 5 out. This is 3, 5. In fact, it's resolved. That's 3 and that's 5. This is now the 3, 5. There's no 4 with a 3, 5. That I am really making typos. This is now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 8, which is resolved. The 8 makes that a 9 and makes that an 8. This 1 has made this a 5 probably forever ago and I just didn't notice, which makes that a 3 and that a 5, which makes that a 4 and that a 3, which makes that a 7 and that a 4. Now, these columns. 3 makes that 4 and 3. 4 makes that 1 and 4. 1 makes that 7 and 1. 7 makes that 6 and 7. 6 makes that 2 and 6, and 2 makes that 9, and I throw in a 2, and that apparently looks good. I must have just, I don't know what I did down here to make that 3, 7, 6 not work, but it's worked this time. I'm glad I was able to do a Sotek puzzle because I really like Sotek puzzles. I just find them really tricky most of the time. Thank you everyone for watching. That was a lot of fun. I hope you gave that one a try. I hope you didn't fat finger it and you got it correct first time through. And yeah, thank you for watching. Please, if you're not subscribed, please do. Yeah, It's always good to see the numbers go up. Please comment. Please come and join us on the Sudoku Solvers Discord. There's a lot of stuff happening there now. The community has grown in leaps and bounds as other channels have joined, and some of the channels have taken off like a rocket. I'm now basically the smallest Sudoku solving channel on the server. But that's okay. I like what I do, and I'm happy doing what I do because I get to do this, and this is fun. So I enjoy what I do. I hope you enjoy what I do. So thank you, and good luck with your solving.